Alright, we're live. As you can see, I'll give it a minute. We'll go over that in a minute. It's Warframe Not-Wednesday. And by that I mean the servers seem to be working fine now, so we're gonna play Warframe today, as opposed to yesterday. So to be fair, whatever works, whatever works. Just gonna make a joke here, now I'm blanking on it. Let me switch over to my Twitch tab. Yes, Twitch, I'm aware. Set that. Lots of internal screaming. Alright, there we go. Alright, notifications been sent out. Cool. As you can see, I have a different looking sword on my back. We're keeping this one. Meyer. So, gonna mention this now, for anyone that is watching. I'll give it another moment. Give it just another moment. In the meantime, I'll swap over to... I feel like buying Goss. Hero's pretty fun. I'll think about that later. Alright.
Ready for action.
Servers are still a little bit laggy, but it's enough that we can still get by without too many issues. We got the Formorian Disruptor still active. I'm not really worried about that because it's on Pluto. I already did my amount. What in the happened to you? Alright, what we got?
Yo.
Credit offerings. What we got this week? We have this week. Whoa, bunch of stuff there. Vauban stuff. Shrapnel rounds from Marilok. Shigara, Tonker, Power 3 for Ivara. Usual stuff here. The deer helmet. Anything particularly interesting? Double tap for Latron. Energy siphon's cool. Solstice skins available. Atomos and Cycron as well. Bush optics for Rubico. Typeron for precision.
Let's get back to it.
22, 7. Dude, use it to parry. Good. I'll be doubly sure. We'll go there in a minute too. Scatterbrain attack today, apparently. Do I have any good primaries or secondaries I can level? I need to get rid of this. I feel like playing Storm Prime today. Get rid of my Mark 1 Strun. Get rid of this too. Or get rid of this. And this. And this. And this. And this. All of it. This. I need to level to get myself the base of Purus. What else? Zenith, I can still do. Is it? Strun. Here it is. Got the better Strun. Actually, what's this gonna look like? I'm really curious. I'm not gonna lie, that's clean. We're rocking it. Oh yeah, so we got the Meyer now. Like it's been long enough that I'm like, I think we can go over it. I think we can reasonably go over it without too much issue. Actually, before we do that, I noticed this twice now. Let's go do the Duviri first up. Let's go see what's available for this week for Duviri. First of all, you have Operation 8 Claw. We'll worry about that in a moment. Okay, so we've got Nyx, Frost, Ash. I have mixed feelings on this. I don't remember where you get Nyx from. I know Ash is from Railjack stuff, if I remember right. So he might be worth doing for that reason, that he's a little bit more painful to get. Sorry, got my water with me. A little bit of flavoring today. Got raspberry lemonade. Nyx is Warframe. Forid, which is assassination, infested invasion. Yeah, I'd say. How much? Let me check to see how frequent. So you need that, yeah. Forid. I don't know. I'd say depending on what you need more of. If you feel like if you don't like doing invasions, I'd say at that point go for Nyx. Otherwise, go for Ash if you don't like doing Railjack stuff, because he's going to be a little bit more annoying to get. Frost, you could just get him from doing, was he Mars? He's not Phobos. I know he's not Phobos. I think, is he Mars? I think he's Mars. Don't quote me on that. I think he's Mars, though. I know he's relatively early on. Steel Path. We have, this week, I feel like this one speaks for itself. I don't need to go over why this should be your first pick. Overall. Yeah. This is my personal second pick. I've already got this. So I'm gonna put this in my first one, but this one should be your first, followed by this. And then I don't know enough about these weapons. I think probably dual Ichor. I'm gonna go for the third one. It's probably the best there. I know Miter isn't particularly good from what I've heard. I don't know anything about the Atmos in Karnan. I've never seen anyone use it. I've never heard anything about it. We have this week. Shotgun Vendetta, Longbow Sharpshot, Riven Slivers, Karnan. A Rifle Riven, Arcane Power Ramp, Longbow Sharpshot again. Let's go for base. Personally, I'm going to go for Ash. But again, that's your call. Arcane Arachne, okay. Covert Lethality. Seeking Shuriken for him, okay. What's in Covert Lethality? Why am I questioning that? That's melee. For some reason, my brain's that was that one. Arcane Ultimatum, interesting. And then his parts. We have, we go to Holvania. This is only gonna be accessible for those of you who've done all your new war stuff, gotten up to there, done all your Whispers on the Walls, got your Hex stuff going. No, that's not. Who?
You're a crash waiting to happen.
How did someone get 4 seconds is my question.
Wouldn't kill you to
I've
have a little fun.
never
either.
touched it, but I don't know if that's possible or if that's just sketchy. I don't care which.
Yo, Quincy, I'm putting together a game of Fables and Frontiers. You want in?
D&D.
Quincy? Quincy? Okay, I'm just gonna put you down as Zorgon, Dwarf Exploder Cleric.
Huh.
I know you can't tell me much about, how everything goes, but it does get better than this, right?
Maybe.
Might I interest you in a gun that requires
Stuff here.
no skill to operate, but a lifetime to master?
I had specific. There were Conifex stock. That's what I had. And this. But yeah, no, I got. This is where I was getting all my Cyto 9s. I got Cyto 9,
So good, friendo.
and he's funky.
See you
I don't know if I used him on
soon.
stream at all. I mentioned that last week. No, I did use him on stream briefly last week. That's what happened there. I helmet that version of him. We got a new one now, and he's max leveled already. I don't have a ton of forms on him, but he is leveled. Honestly, he's really fun to use. His first ability is just wall hacks, and it is busted. And it is amazing for that reason. It's funny as heck. Anyway, enough messing about. Where is Eleanor? Here we go.
Hello.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
On top of
Pretty
this,
is as pretty does.
I do have a full max out one of these. I thought I did. This one close to maxing out. This one I did max out. This I'm considering picking up at some point. Do need, I mean, I can easily just knock some of these out. Really close to with these. Same thing with this. Same thing with this.
Some
You'll get a lot of
relationships
those.
cannot be denied, Drifter.
What are you implying with that?
Idle hands, darling.
Yeah, this week, 57.7 or 57.7, 57.5%. I know it's not a 60%er. That's still really solid. I'd argue that's really worth picking up, especially because you can just valence fuse on another one with a better element, switch it out, or just elemental vice it. It's solid. Personally, I have this one. It's awful. I purchased it because the fact of I intend to valence fuse it. I also just happened to get really lucky during Tekra Encore, and I rolled a Motivore Riven. So I really want to use this weapon at some point. I'm just not going to use this specific one because it's awful. Just into that. Sporthrix, that's unfortunate considering I know that that's 26.8. That's not very good, and I know this weapon's pretty decent. Pox does. I know Torxica people have been using here and there. Yeah, a lot of this one's decent, 41.4%. I'd argue this could be worth picking up. This is definitely worth picking up. Rest of these, honestly, okay, 36.3 is not bad either. But yeah, 225s and like several a couple 26s. Really not that amazing unless you're trying to valence fuse for junk on there, which I have a ton of because I've done enough codas. I have like 150 heart cells, 170. Considering that, it's kind of whatever. Let's go to Letty.
Good to see you, friend.
Thank
Let's see.
you. Yeah, I have a lot. 5,500. For that page, I do 3 there. 20,000, which comes out to. Alternatively, do 2 because there. 3,000. It's 9,000. 12, 15. We just dump that real
Get
quick.
you the home, making friends wherever. Let's see what you got.
That's 6,500 that comes out
Not
to.
bad. Show me.
No, I think I fumbled the math on this. Unless I do like this plus this for 4,000. If I do that, that'll be exactly. Yeah, I have to do that then.
No problema.
That's fine.
This is a good thing. Hey, be safe.
You want to try and get exact with that rather than extra wasted. Whoa. Alright. I would go over and redo the rank 17 thing. It really wasn't that interesting though. It was go in with something like Gloss or Titania, run over to the nearest orb, whack that, wait for an enemy to spawn, turret it, rinse and repeat for until 30 enemies were down. It really wasn't that interesting, I'm not gonna lie. For those of you that are watching on Twitch, that'll be the opportunity to watch it for a little while more. I'm not gonna upload like the 10-minute file of it before it decided to crash everything. It's not worth it in my opinion. We do have this though. That's really nice sickness right there. I like those a lot. A lot. Alright, well. While we're here. Applications, inbox. You can see I did that earlier. Yesterday. Got some detailed here, got some endo from all that. Arbitration's unlocked. I already had arbitrations unlocked, but whatever. There. So we'll go ahead and pretend that we haven't seen this. I'll keep quiet for a moment so everyone that's watching can actually see.
To the erstwhile traitor and conspirator, known by the alias Drifter, Theory is in grave peril. While you were off on your frivolous ventures, the lost island of Scholar's Landing returned, bringing with it that menace of the void of which the Scholar spoke. That she-demon has usurped our throne. She must be stopped! I await you on board the Zarimon for a most urgent conference. His radiant and eternal majesty, Dominus Thrax.
Interesting. Alright, so... we'll do Titania today, yeah. Alright, Zarimon time. We're going to the Dorma Zone. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yep, here we go. A little bit slow, but not too bad. We're gonna pet. She deserves it. I don't care if the cat's cackling with electricity. The cat's crackling with electricity. She's still a good girl. I refuse to hear otherwise. My Juviri plants are almost ready as well. That's a face that's seen some things. I remember when we were doing the Juviri paradox first, I'm like, what's over here? I want to get out, and I couldn't. We have the iconic scene right here. I'm not going to give any spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen that yet. Oh yeah, I left that right here just as a thing.
For years, this place has mocked me from above. And now, through sheer force of will, I have reached it.
Huh.
How Bombastine will envy me for this bold expedition.
Alright,
I
well.
suspect you know what meddling beyond the wall has brought her here.
Turn that. 23, 23, 23. Parazon skin. Oh my goodness. That's clean. Totems. Stance Forma Bosmu.
I will spit in its leering
I have
face.
some of this already.
Effigy of
Ballroom.
dust, mutilated void
There.
dog.
That is nice. I have some of this, so I could just skip out on some of this as well. Krios one. Arcane Energize available again? Oh my goodness. How much? How much am I gonna...
Return every
I want all of them.
and her hold on the throne
Fine,
shall
fine.
crumble.
Oh, I get 7. I get 7. That's how much I can get. Okay, I can only get 7. That's still not bad. Okay, fine, I won't. I won't if you're so adamant about it. I mean, 7's not bad, though. That's still the equivalent of, like, what?
I warned you
Rank
not
2, rank
to
3?
leave.
No, hang on.
Where is your sword arm when the usurper came?
It's 21 for a max rank, minus that's 15. I think that's like a rank 2. I think that's a rank, maybe, or maybe it's a rank 1. No. Because it's a rank 0 goes into rank 1, you need like 3. Yeah, I think that's a rank 2.
Change the story. It's written, finished.
Arcane Avenger, Arcane Fury. Pulse, all that kind of stuff. Interesting. Definitely gonna pick these up. Then you just get a whole bunch of Pathos clamps, which is nice.
I hear angel song.
Exchange Scuttler Husks.
What a cursed cradle you were rocked in.
Get a whole bunch of scenes. Whip. Temporal Dust. Coils. Temporal Dust. Alice. Which one of your rolls there?
She weaves the strands of Kra to tether her false Duviri to the truth. You must be bold, like I taught you.
Slate away. Slated. Secondary. And Roxy apart. Which is gonna be all. I'm seeing it's all Duviri resources, pretty much plus Temporal Dust. and occasionally some
All
necro.
that lamentation about the executions. And yet here you are. None the worse for them.
60 scuttler husks. Wall latching gives predators a lurk and visibility for 8 seconds. Dang. Toxin. Hello. Web.
She can't change the story.
Brood.
It's written, finished.
Oh man, they got some real cool stuff from this.
Have you not learned the folly of pride?
But yeah, let's get that. So okay, so that's gonna be your basic thing that's gonna be from outside the event, I'm
I shall not
assuming.
haggle like a mere merchant.
And this is all the event exclusive stuff. That's a really nice skin though. I'm telling you, I'm picking this up. She's got several of these things anyway. Though the limit from like 21 down to 7 is a little bit frustrating, but that still is enough that you can get like a rank 2 energized. And it's still an energized. People are gonna go nuts for that.
Whose business are you about today, Drifter?
Hello,
Look at
Acrothis.
us, chatting.
Strange
There's a
scuttler
price.
husks here
The
as well.
Oh, there'll be that warden is a repugnant, self-righteous.
We're going to call a
man.
pregnancy test guy. You
Speaking
can't say
as
that without
though
context.
He too came from beyond the Zariman, but deep down you remain quite unpredictable.
I don't know that. I'll worry about these later.
Nothing tickled your curiosity.
Actually, we got the basic wares.
Where you've been lately. I can tell
Arcane
from the dust
Reaper.
on your boots.
Anything that's cheap. Control module. I have a ton of those already. Gallium. I'll take a little bit of gallium. It's cheap
I see.
for a couple. Oh, if I had more moth fangs, I'd actually go ahead and grab that. I might just go grab some in a little bit. With that already.
There's a whole
bunch of
universe
stuff
out
here.
there beyond the wall.
Hot.
The one that old Thingy Bob in the
Lot.
cave comes from.
Thingy
Or
Bob Teshin.
perhaps you already knew that.
Well, we're gonna exit the dorm zone real quick. We're gonna go to the base of operations. And I think we're gonna go prepare. Actually, if we're gonna do that, we probably want to play as Sevi because he's gonna be real bulky. I'll take Strun. If Strun isn't enough, I'll switch over to Torrid then. And I'll swap this out for as a Thane presently. Not only is it a Duvir weapon and it would fit aesthetically, but also it just feels nice. Just give me. Oops. Oh. Let's mark all those at a time.
Saddle up.
That's the plan. Saddle up. I did everything except grab Sevi. Good job, me. Good job to me. Absolute clown material. Start me fractures again. We got this. I'm not worried about that. It's 19%. We got a day to do that still. Alright, let's see what we got. Isleweaver. Let's start. Operation 8. Hold on. Let's cook! Meow. Meow. Before I name my cave, I need an idea. Therapy, you're still here, right? What do I name the horse? I need ideas. The only other idea I've been told for naming the horse is to name it Diddy, and I'm not naming the horse Diddy. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Oh, I mean, again, we know a lot of people are playing today. And it's a little bit warm out. Yeah. We'll get it when we get in. I'm not too worried. Worst case, it just kicks me. I'd like to play it on stream, but if I can't, I can't. Oh. There we go. Just took forever and a day. Oh, perfect. Didn't realize we need to specifically pull 2 Viri ones from there, but I guess it makes sense. Guess one. What do we have options? Strun Prime. Perfect. Strun Prime is excellent. We'll take that. I don't have any of these. We'll take the... Ooh, okay, we'll do that. I wonder how that one works. I've never touched it. Sidon, Sabir. How does this work? A little bit slow. Whoa. Shockwave. It's gonna be traditional. I'll get the spear. No, I don't care mess with my loadout. I'm gonna be stuck with this one. Is it actually gonna let me? There we go. Being dumb. We get Baneful Harmony immediately.
The triumph of dust.
The triumph of dust. Triumph of... I can't answer that.
Kiddo. How long have you been hiding out here, thinking I couldn't see you?
The scholar knew this day was coming. He prepared for it.
Hello,
Hid
Mathia.
things. Find them.
Hidden royal chest. The big old explosion. No. That. Sephi, you should not be doing that. A little bit clunky for the moment, but okay, did we find it? We did. Got a little hand on there. Some fingers. If someone's got 3 fingers on each part of their hand, then you got a little bit of a problem, my man. Or my woman. Can't say my woman, that sounds weird. Okay. Got that. I'm gonna not complain about the decrees.
Did you have children once, Mathilla? Did you forget about them too? Don't tell me you're siding with the brat.
Excuse you.
It's about time to grow up.
It's about time. It's about time.
You have to burn her influence out at the very roots.
No.
If that means sending you into the undergrowth, then so be it.
I don't think this is a flamethrower. This is a shotgun.
The foundation is crumbling. My will floods in.
Okay.
Flail away. The end is inevitable.
It feels weird that this is fully Warframe. We are fighting weaker leveled, what's it called? Not Duviri enemies. Weaker leveled in Murmur enemies. That feels very weird. Considering, you know, normally that's not the case. More bonus. We've definitely seen some of the regular enemies, but we're also seeing Murmur enemies on top of that. Huh. Open up. It's me. Honestly, this hammer doesn't feel too bad. A lot less clunky than I thought it would be.
Inconsequential.
Inconsequential. You ain't Teshin. You ain't gonna talk to me during missions. Or are you like Victor, where you have an ego problem? I can see why he liked you now. fault. This music is interesting. Well, I do think, like... I know these guys are only level 40, but it does feel nice to absolutely shred through everything in its mother. Outside of...
I do enjoy watching you dance so frantically.
Look at us say that. Stop saying it like that. Look at me, all fancy. Look at you partying in my house, in my land. Look where I've been to recently. Look at my garden. I've gone to many exotic countries.
You only
I am more
delay
well.
the inevitable.
I have more resources than you do. I can't you. I just realized someone's playing it as Araxia. That's pretty funny. I mean, to be fair, it's not technically impossible. Catch. Freakazoid. Well, you're a freakazoid if you are.
Look at you, desperately trying
Look
to
at you,
hold
strutting,
back the
righteous. We'll exchange places soon enough. Can you tell I've heard that line 1,000 times? I know it off the top of my head. Execute janitor maneuver 17. Kind of wanting to play that game some.
We can do this again and again and again.
Well, it takes two to tango, so...
All those possibilities. And yet the story only ends one
do that.
way. You ran all the way back to my poisoned garden. Now you're chasing me here? What is it you need?
Yes. What do I need? The answer is yes to that.
I'm not afraid. Really, I'm
Karate
not.
stuff.
I just need those shades banished. That's all. I'll be right as rain after that.
Anyone home? Womp. Something big, sweep around. Anything that wants to come by to me is getting whacked. Give everyone else there, I'll be the target, give them the opportunity to focus. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Araxia,
Why do you think
Spider-Frame.
Thrax is so scared to be abandoned?
I don't know. Got abandonment issues?
Look at it. This edifice of guilt. He knew what he did. What he took.
This isn't enough. We need to call in more help. From you. Another you.
The reflection, we're going to be doing damage over time. Is the limbo active? We do. I was wondering why that was being a pain in the butt. Because we have a limbo. So I like limbo. This is not the time for him to be using his ability right here. Anything that gets close. the problem. Big enough, okay. I'm gonna circle around like a lunatic. Chest right there. Okay, well, that was a problem. Oh, light and dark, I see. I'm not even paying attention fully, to be fair. No puppy.
You want to deny me a place?
That's a good puppy.
Even here, in the remains of your childhood. Not very nice of you, kiddo.
Hey, you don't get to call me that.
The spider's helping her. Is keeping this Volstuviri tethered to my kingdom. Cut it down.
Hello, Spider-Man. I feel like being damage vulnerable. The spider helping her. The spider's not insane. Okay, then drop. Or I can pop back in my We're going into this mode. Claw, get clawed. Just slice, dice, pulverize.
Oh, this place nothing. All it did was torment you, just as he tormented me.
Oh, nuts. Get up quickly. Click on overtime here. Okay. Well, if we shoot him down, I can actually whack him.
You had to put her down. She was crazy.
Okay, don't say it like
Do
that.
a filler next.
Extra hit. We'll get more capacity, even more. Might dump in a half, clearly. Full of dust. Huh. What did we got? We got a lot of stuff. 13 temporal dust. I mean, for effectively a pity system roller, that's not bad. Probably gonna get more than that too. Bunch of all the other goodies. Obols. Nectar coils that we need. Dust. in the Undercroft. Got one more. Boss fight? Yes, no, boss fight. Or is the game just taking... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, game's taking a little bit slow. Crucible, alchemy. Okay.
Albrecht's crucibles. Crimes against the laws of nature.
Crimes against the laws of nature.
For a second,
Aren't you a
that
law?
I will let you
Aren't you a crime against the law of
my
nature,
kingdom
technically,
with
if you're
your
indifferent to
elemental
taking her form? I feel like that's a bit hypocritical from you. He's a crime against nature. Oh, you're the pot calling the kettle black, one lady. No offense, but I don't take kindly to that. Honestly, this is not quite what I fully expected it to be, but not in a bad way either. This week's been full of strange, unexpected. Some positive, some negative. The Chronicle update, which I'll be happy to explain when I found out. Whatever to Saturday. This. We also had issues yesterday with everything just being big issue. Eh. As long as we're having a good time in the end. That is a someone here. Vanish. I think I vanish my turn out. I wonder how Apparitio plays though. Because outside of the little bits that I've seen, I don't really have a clue, to be completely honest. What? Here's what it is. Mag dump everything. No one said you were allowed to get back up, mister. Unwarranted and unneeded. Like, no, I can't say that.
You are really starting to bother me.
Yes, yes. That's the whole point. I'm supposed to bother you. I'm supposed to anger you. Did you not get the memo? I don't think she got the memo, chat. I really don't. Well, no matter. If she missed the memo, you can always give it a little bit of a light rendition to her. Front. Late response. Oh my goodness, that fire rate. You have shotgun and what might as well be a laser beam. Hey, if it works, it works, right? Grenade out? Grenade out. Yeah, at this point, whenever I do this, when I'm doing alchemy regularly, especially if I get like Stalker or some such, at that point I just go invisible and I just prioritize down the Crucible. Because you get someone going on there, everyone else gets the kills. Not because I can't, but more because the fact that they're more intent to. At that point, if I prioritize down the Crucible, everyone figures out what their roles are. It'll be a nice, well-oiled machine. Fortunately, my role has to be support rather than maiming and destroying things. It's a little bit unfortunate, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Well, my possession is best at for the moment. So my possession becomes best at for the moment. This one red. It should be green. Bluish. Oh, bluish. Yeah, whatever. Almost done. Alright, good.
Enough of this playtime. Get out.
I'm in your head. I know. That's the best part. Inside your head. You know I am. Please. Oh my goodness. I'm still carrying it out. Summon the beast. Warlord? No, fair Warlord. The fragmented tide.
Too late, kiddo. This is how the story goes now.
Alright, KSI, calm down. Nope. Cutscene?
My herald looks like you.
Boss?
Once.
Lights on screen. Uh-oh. Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to die. In the meantime, what we get? Room arrow, world dust, routine. Hang on. No, it's still fully screening. This is so unfortunate. This is like the worst way to end it. Well, this is awkward. To be fair, no one could have expected this. I say as it's happened before, but it seems to be random when it happens. Yeah, literally not much we can do right now. Okay, I hear him at low. That sucks though, I can't really do much. I know it happened to one of my buddies who I was playing with a few days back before the update. Happened to him too. Okay, there we go. I need to die. I can't see or do anything. Alright, there we go. Scuttler husks, pathos quacks, enigma gyroms.
This chapter closed.
It's a federal crime. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, to be fair, it looks like it was just the fragmented tide boss, which we can do at any point easily. But still, that's a... Enigma Gyrems, though, and Dominus Aureus. Enigma Gyrems. Oh, that feels so good. Enigma Gyrems are rare, too. Because you need to do those puzzles to get them. Oh, my goodness. What do we get? We got... Obtained from Isleweaver missions for Duviri. The Dust of Decayed universe is rich in entropy. Dust of Decayed universes. Fair enough. Postulates it as an animating agent with a nightmarish murmur. Pathos clamps, more of Scudler husks, a remnant of a battle with a Roxy. The spider that once wore the skin is gone. It's not easy to tell where. Stuff. Stolen gold seals, emblematic of royal authority in Duviri. Return them to restore Dominus Thraxter to the throne. I mean, obviously we're gonna keep a couple of these. Let me go back to Dominus Thrax. Which wasn't Zeramin that I had to go to, which was an easy way. Not that that's an issue. I mean, it makes sense from a lore perspective, but it's just a little bit of a... I want to pick up and shake something for that. You know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute. In the meantime, I'm going to refresh stream just to make sure everything's going still. Have any issues? You know how it goes with these sorts of things. There we go. I love this new skin for context. Oh, not for context, for just in general. So I got like that little stalker sigil. The ship. Yeah, I don't believe there were any parallax skins. I could be wrong, but I'm 80% sure there were no parallax skins before this one. Like, yeah, it's smaller, but it's nice. There we go. Taking a moment to load. Portrait.
This hovering portrait should be mine.
No.
Are the skies over Duviri not part of Duviri?
No.
Do not forget. We were friends once.
Yes, I agree. That's why I'm helping you. How much would 20 get me? 20 would get me 22 per. Forgot. 22 per barrier. Race. We should pull wage. I don't know. Can't.
She weaves the strands
whatever.
of cloth at 10
It's nice that I could just pick up a second copy of all
to be
these.
true.
Though
You
I
must
can't
be
buy this
bold,
because I already have it.
like I taught you.
This is always nice. Stance form was nice. Don't need that one, but kind of goofy on Subby.
You tried to rebel, as children always do. But I taught you respect.
No, it's been 0.1%.
In a way, I was your real father, wasn't I?
Don't make it weird, especially considering you're much shorter than me, I'm pretty sure. You know, I'm looking forward to getting this. So basically, I guess maybe... So, assuming I get like, let's say 15 to 25. Realistically speaking, I probably need 2 runs. And that should get me 2 more runs. That should probably get me that. First of all, though, I'm taking this. I'm making sure I get this first, Sigil. I can worry about the other stuff later. Like, 18 for 5 of them, I could get 100 Pathos clamps with enough. Now, if it's a consistent 20, it's still free anyway, but...
Whatever face it wears now, it was here before
Hi, Legendberg. You just missed it. We started doing, we did a run of the newest mission. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to do it because you need to have done all the story up until the most recent stuff, completed the Hex quest. But,
break her control.
yeah, funny man. So we got all this stuff here. I already have some of it there. We have a new Parazon skin. It looks really good. I want it. We got some new Signas. Headpieces. Looks like a little murmur stuff. That's a hand. Well, unfortunately, I can't buy the. Not only do I not have these, but I can kind of get them later. But yeah, these are nice. They also limited the arcanes, so instead of only getting like you get 20 of them previously, I think it was. Now they limit it to 7. That's still like a tier 2 arcane energized. That's still not bad. Like, that's still solid. You are a merchant. I don't think he's okay. Alright, we're going to do Very. Isleweaver. I could just go Steel Path. I don't feel like going Steel Path. I'm lazy. Also, there's a lot of RNG with this. Nominated for Young Person of the Year for my local area. Congrats! Congrats to you on that. It's really nice to hear, actually. Was it for, like, doing anything just in general, or was... Well, I'm assuming probably for something in general, but, like, you get what I mean. Did you, like, do anything in general that got you nominated for it, or was it just out of the blue? I'm actually really curious. I want to hear all about it. Tell me. Also, since you're here, I'll run through another thing of Isleweaver. Servers are a little bit slow right now because just how many people are on still. It's better than yesterday was, though, at least. But barring that, if you want to play around, shortlisted was going off on Saturday. Well, when on Saturday I was volleying. Ah, okay. Well, good luck to you then on Saturday. If you do, you're gonna have to let me know. We're gonna have to figure out some way to celebrate for you. No, that's fine. I get it. That's fine. Like, as I said, you tell me if you win on Saturday, we'll figure something out. I'm not sure what, but we'll figure something out. How a little thing get on my mic cover? 1 second. There we go. Yeah, fortunately, I was playing with one of my buddies earlier as well, and he reported basically the same thing. Everyone else shows is loaded, and you end up showing half loaded. Now I know because the same thing happened to me when I was doing for him. He said that I was fully loaded, I was only half loaded, and vice versa. It's whatever though. We'll get there when we get there. Oh man, tomorrow's gonna cool down too. It's gonna be real nice. It's been like 35 Celsius, 38, something like that. Let me get a converter real quick. I can't math properly. No, it was a little over 30. It was 38.3 over in one of the other cities that was nearby. I think it's, yeah, it was 35. Yeah, it was 35 yesterday for me. 35 Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, Celsius. Bleh. 95 Fahrenheit, 35 Celsius. There we go. Numbers. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? I still need to think of a name for the Kaith. Someone has advised me off stream to name the Kaith Diddy. I'm not naming the Kaith Diddy. That Kaith has carried me through thick and thin. It deserves better than to be named Diddy. So I'm still debating on what I want to name it. I'm open to ideas, if you have any. Just not Diddy. Wow, this is really gonna take me for like 4 minutes. I mean, to be fair, it's better than it lagging everything at the very least. Oh, if it's gonna be a pain, at that point just kick me out of the party so everyone else is not waiting. I'd feel bad. We're not naming it Pity. We're not naming it with Diddy with a P. Oh well, take care. Thanks for popping by, even if it was brief. In the meantime, what do I feel like? Okay, there we go, multiplayer screen. I was waiting for that to happen. If it was gonna kick me out, if it was gonna let me in properly. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen at least once today. Even playing off stream without recording or anything still had some of that issue. Oh well. Doesn't mean we can't still have fun whenever we can get in. It's just gonna be a little bit of a pain in the butt for the next couple days. I'm sure probably by next week it'll be a little bit easier. Just because the fact of everyone will have done all the immediate stuff that they want to and all that. Because you know everyone's gonna be blitzing to it. With a huge update and all that kind of stuff too. Well, I'm sure there is some factor of it that also means my Wi-Fi is a little bit, because I know, well, to be fair, I'm getting decent enough speeds anyway. But I'm sure it probably would help as well if I had slightly faster. Help offset some of that. To be fair, that's more of an external thing that's out of my control. That really depends on my ISP. So we're getting the best that we can already. Now I'm just talking about things that are completely irrelevant. Kind of just is how it is while waiting. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Did I set up in the meantime while we're waiting? Did I set this up? I did. Okay. Good, good. I did. It's gonna take 5 years today? Is this how this works? I mean, could be worse. It's not yesterday. I guess in the meantime, let's just talk, man. If we're gonna be stuck waiting for in the meantime, let's talk. Because I'm assuming something's got the servers. I know that they're at least patching. They've made a couple patches that help reduce some of the issues that were noted immediately, as well as help fix some of the connection. So that at least is nice. Hoping that gets fully sorted out soon enough. As I said, at least next week's stream shouldn't be as bad, I'm hoping. But yeah, if it was taking me 15 minutes to get the thing there downloaded and it had to abort twice, that tells you enough about the situation. Oops. We got. Honestly, she has a voice that I did not recall her having. To be fair, she was there only briefly at the Hexaquest, and I did off stream. It was months ago. I didn't remember that. She was a lot different than I remember. I can see why a lot of people liked her now. I refuse to say anything more than that. I refuse to acknowledge anything more than that. So, unlike some of these people, unlike some other people, I'm not a degenerate. You can go. She's kind of cool. Got a nice Mercray in here. What's the Mercray? What's the fish tank doing? I still need a Galopid. I still need a Galopid at some point. Which, to be fair, I should probably do some Ostrom bounties later. Not on stream. I don't think that'd be worth doing on stream because it's not the most entertaining. You know, a little grindy, but could be interesting. Could be worth.
To cleanse the unclean.
Yes, yes. Cleanse the unclean. Cleanse the unclean. No. How about no? Simply no. Do you want this? Should put that symbol. Let me need for
Give
makeup.
what you can,
I have 13 Aya? I have more than I thought I did. You know, 85, dang.
Nothing left to chance if you're bringing Regal on.
Revenant's nice. Baruch is a little
Otis went
funky
mad
though.
for 3 milliseconds when he realized that
Furious.
each time he cleans something, he makes
Hot Soup
something
Phantasm, I already
else
have
dirty.
those.
Ah, there I go again.
Wonder if I have any of these relics that I mentioned. I mean, some of them probably, some of them probably not. Get these. I'm not gonna buy this, but I don't remember that. Maybe I'm just goofy. Oh, they got another Void Rig skin. I haven't looked at this in a while, so means that we don't buy. Neither of these are worth it, ever. Skins. I mean, Shawzin's a nice Shawzin. You get that outside. It's another free Shawzin besides the Duviri one. I mean, it's only for 7 Aya, which you can farm relatively easily. It's a Sugatra. It's a little tiny one, a little flaming one.
In your
Another
own
one.
time.
Interesting. Who I have available? Korra, Excalibur, Prime, Titania. I'm taking Titania. I guess we'll take Burst in Prime to level, and we'll take Dakota Meyer to level. Let's hope it works this time. It's whatever either way. We're here to have fun first and foremost. Okay, this time it loaded in fine. I'm surprised. Alright, let's go see what we got. Get Titania. We do have Calibat as an option. Burst in. I don't have any mods on it yet. I was gonna say I don't want to switch over to it. Zenith is nice. Taking the Dakota Meyer. Extra level these. And then I guess I'll just take the Bat one. I don't feel like taking Despair. I don't have the Incarnate on it. If I did, I'd be like, okay, I'll worry about it.
The triumph of dust.
A triumph of these nuts. I don't know. It's unhinged time. I am a raging lunatic.
Once there was a beautiful garden where cruel children played. Nobody ever had to grow up. And then, one day, a magical stranger came to teach them a new and fabulous game.
I don't know if I like this new and fabulous game that you're implying. There's a dead person. There's a lot of dead people. I don't think I like this game. Can we pass? Are we allowed to skip out on the game? Nope. Allow me. Oh wait, that's not. Oh, whatever. Forgot that was a hold. It's like playing a rhythm game. Open Sesame. Open, so says Mr. I don't know. This. That would be really funny. I'll do that because it has some synergy. Okay, they're on my team. Well, it makes sense to be fair. They're on our team because of the fact of they're kind of supposed to be helping us. Because Thrax is like, it's like, we need to destroy them. It's no, we need to aid them. Reluctantly, we need to aid them. Alright. It's Razor Wing Blitz time. Apparently I'm not allowed to speak. Quellord, Quinn Gracata's Galvacord. Ronan, Watts, Kubacomb.
The scholar knew this day was coming.
Void Flood
He
again.
prepared for it.
What if it's consistent?
Hate things. Find them.
The king isn't a real boy. He's just a doll. Shall I pull his arms and legs off?
I'm a
for
real
you?
boy, Pinocchio, no!
Burn her influence out at the very roots. If that means sending you into the undercroft, then so be it.
Alright,
Is
time
this
to
where you hide all your secrets, kiddo?
Yes.
Your shame. Let me
I don't have
wash it all
shame.
away for you.
Not towards you, anyway. The shame that I do have is for things that I will not speak of. Things that not even anyone else besides I know. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Inconsequential.
Inconsequential. No, you said that the last time that didn't work out so nicely for you. I'll say it is very unfortunate that Torrid Week is the same week that this drops. So everyone's gonna be focusing on that. Well, to be fair, it doesn't really impact me as much, but I do feel bad for everyone else. Like some of y'all that are watching the stream that I know don't have Torrid Incarnate available. That would be fair though. This implies that you have Steel Path available, which I know not all of you do. For those that do, I still feel bad.
I do enjoy watching you dance so frantically.
Oh, yes. Boss, fuck, oh. I don't know. Internal screaming.
Look at you, desperately
Look at you,
trying
strutting,
to hold
righteous.
back the infinite.
They call me Infinite. Yeah, this isn't Sonic the Hedgehog. You can't talk about being infinite.
Kiddo, you are trying so hard.
Okay. Lady, I feel like you need to learn the age of the Drifter first, because he definitely ain't a kid. This is a grown-up Drifter. He definitely ain't a kid. So unless you're like 60 years old, then I could see like, okay, you're a kiddo at that point in comparison. Valid. Understandable. Valid. You don't look like you're 60 though. Right in here.
Don't get too excited. I'm just getting started.
Why would I be excited about this? I gotta go fight a giant spider demon later. Okay, as much as those two are tempting, we're taking Marauder's Nerve. That's such a good one.
You ran all the way back to my poisoned garden. Now you're chasing me here? What is it you need?
I need all of your resources. I need your money, I need your power, I need your resources. I need you to explode. Does all of that help? No, I'm assuming not. The lack of silence tells me, the silence tells me that it does not.
Look at it. This edifice of guilt.
Edifice
He
of
knew
guilt,
what
no.
he did. what he took.
This isn't enough. We need to call in more help. From you.
Back to the
Another
mirror.
you.
Why is bird fire? What is that? Bird fire. Oh, he's called the burst in. That should have been the first clue. I just say it's a little disappointing because I don't like burst fire weapons. Either hold down or shoot one shot per. I think there is a thing I should at some point, honestly, just switch it over to. Look at leveling up my Coda Meyer. That saves me some time and energy later. Stable resistant, stable chance so we can get resistance. Healers. Yeah, well, that works. Let's just reload. Meantime.
I was dying all along. Did you know that? Dying from the poison I sucked down to kill the tech rot in my lungs. Until it held out my own severed hand to me.
Offered you
and
life.
Offered me life.
What are you implying with that?
Oraxia. The scholar's pet. I heard thee circle, imitating his voice. The spider is her servant now.
Actually, why am I going? I can just go to Razor Wing. Shoot that little man down. Okay, you need to let me be up here without. This is a problem. Back up. Mag dump you.
You owe this place nothing. All it did was torment you. Just as
Where's
he
Spider?
tormented me.
Scuttlers. Roxia, where'd you go? I'd like to shoot you. Sounds really bad out of context. Hello. Hello, beautiful. Come here. It was weird to say.
Not very nice, kiddo. Albrecht wanted her to help you.
I don't think she's gonna be doing any of that anytime soon, so doesn't really change much. I mean, to be fair, I can always just make another copy of her. I mean, you've clearly been pulling out 20 copies of her out of your butt. I can make a copy of her and pull that out of my butt with resources. Control dust. Do we get anything else specifically there? No, it doesn't show you yet. Okay. Oh, let's fly. Let's zoom. Do we need to get this burst and prime incarnate on? I need to finish leveling this first. That's a bigger concern. I have 40%. I wasn't even intending to look at that.
This isn't your home anymore.
Okay, that's perfect.
It's time for you to get out.
Oh, survivalist. Okay, so just random mission. We did alchemy last time. Alright, well, that worked. Survival's easy. Enough anyway. Easy enough. Apparitio has decent enough for Vexpixia. Solves enough problems for me. What is this music? Remind me of Master of Puppets a little bit by Metallica. Not quite, not fully. A little bit of it does. Can't quite explain it. Just does. Alright, shred everything. Anything that moves, anything that breathes, gets the axe. And no exception. If you're not on my team, you move and breathe, you die. Or you die. And the implication is that if you did it, well, you're a corpse already. No, if you do revive, well, at that point, if you did revive, you'd just be getting up and moving anyway at some point. Or and breathing again, too. Probably. That's like a lich where you don't technically breathe. But you'd still be alive in some form then, by that logic, so that point wouldn't even matter. Rule still applies. Crack some eggs. Like cleaning up a mess. Oh, ow. Only 2 minutes left, that's not bad. Hopefully this time the boss fight will actually be able to see them without having the bug happen again. It'd be real unfortunate if it happens twice.
I'm playing
So,
the long
saying that I probably just jinxed it. I guess in the meantime, let's talk about something since it kind of just is the equivalent of mindless grinding right now. Perfect time to chat. So I know, obviously, I've had Abby on it a couple times. Mr. Leonhardt, if anyone runs with her. Then she's one of the few accounts that I actually do follow on Twitter anyway. He's a good friend of mine. Been watching some of her streams while they're live when I get the opportunity. Because I know she streams generally in the morning while I got some free time handling some other things. Easy just to pop on and watch or listen. Yeah, I'd highly recommend anyone that likes me, you'd probably like her. Though she plays vastly different games than I do, but same kind of energy. If you like me, the energy that I give off, the kind of personality that I have, hope you do anyway if you're watching me. I've heard of people hate watching, and I hope no one's hate watching me. But you'll most likely like her. But I will say I speak English primarily, and while she does speak English as well, she does primarily stream and speak in Indonesian, so that is something to know. So, as I said, if you do talk to her in English, she definitely will respond back in English. So if anyone does come from this there, tell her that I sent you.
to do Veery with you, kiddo.
I'm kind of curious how many. I'm definitely going to talk to her about that later at some point.
While you were gone.
I'm curious how many people would actually do that. I don't know. Because, like, I know whenever you tell people to do something, only going to be a handful of them that actually do. There's actual minority.
Call forth the beast that binds her to Duviri.
And then even from there, a minority of those people are actually going to do anything further than that. So let's say you have, you know, you tell people to, I don't know, comment on the, like, get 10 people are going to, 10% of people are going to comment on the video. And then if you tell them to do something specific on the video, only 10% of those people will do that.
Oh, the bad old memories.
Let's shred again.
You've won now.
Yeah, she makes pretty good quality content. I think she's hit over 100 subscribers already. I know it's a lot smaller than like me saying like, oh, here's some 10,000 subscriber person. Like, I don't really think that matters, honestly. Good quality is good quality, good content is good content. At the end of the day, as long as you're having fun watching it, doing and whatnot, I think that's the more important part. Right. I need to be. Let's see the lasers. I need to. Dipping back into the ground. Yes, you are. Of course you are. Why would you not be?
She's tightening her grasp.
Whacked. We're gonna get whacked. I'll never find your bodies. These will be turned into dust, more or less. Goodbye.
She's vanished for now, but she'll climb back up the water spout again.
Itsy bitsy. 21-15. Wow. Alright, get over here. Problem solved. Whack. I'll play whack-a-mole with them. No Akrathis this time, unfortunately. Pity. Scuttler Husks, 20. So yeah, it looks like... Then you got... Yeah, it looks like it's somewhere around like 20-ish. Spinnerex String Blueprint! I'm not gonna complain, that's something I don't have to spend then. I'm assuming it's a small chance for it too, it's probably like 5% or some such. It's nice, it's nice. Just make sure you get Pathos Clamps from doing it too is... Ooh. See, I'm gonna have to be farming this, because Pathos Clamps are delicious. We love Pathos Clamps around here. Not only are they good for Incarnins, because you need them for all the Incarnins, but also just... Nope. Taking a moment, yep.
All my days.
Nope, wrong person. Caballero.
Together. Oh, I used to think that dying in the field was insurance against ever wearing out. Now I'm looking down the barrel of eternity.
Yeah,
here's where it gets interesting.
I do have this here. I do have this here. I should slap this on because I have this available. Because I have those Incarnate. I might have a couple more Incarnate Genesis, but I don't have the weapons available because they aren't high enough level. Look, I got 47. I can slap them on. I got all the stuff that I need right here. All right, solo mission with the Voltor equipped. Easy. What is this? Just choose the upgrade. Weak point hits charge. Okay, so headshots, alt fire transmutes. Prioritize slash damage and gain multi-shots. So it's going to become slash heavy. Projectile. Makes sense. It's going to be in the projectile anyway. Incarnate form, yeah. So we like that.
Okay, bring it to life.
I'm going to worry about this later. I'm going to worry about it later. As you can see, I've put a lot into both of these two. This one a little bit more so than this, but... To be fair, we're still also working on this one. I started to get 20 finisher attacks with only a melee weapon equipped. And I'm thinking with this one, I honestly might just give it, like, I'm not sure what I'm gonna give it. Because you get 16% out of that versus 20. Because, like, status chance would be nice because it's 40% on the status. But is it worth it compared to getting, you know, it's 36 and being there? And that's also, I think that's before any modifiers as well.
Feeling creative?
So, yeah.
If you die, I got dibs on your stuff.
What does that mean? Those arrow navigation. I'm thinking we do. Actually, mine's airman navigation. This isn't even the right area. Orb.
Everyone pulling together.
What am I doing? I'm zoning out apparently is what I'm doing. Go to dorm zone. I need to go to the dorm zone. But first, we leave this. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm debating what else I should play on stream at some point. Part of me is like maybe at some point I want to pull up one of the old like Mario and Luigi games and play one of those on stream at some point. Play some of the originals too. Because I played Bowser's Inside Story back when I was younger on the original one. It was on Nintendo DS. I didn't play the remake of it, but I did play the original one for Nintendo DS. Oh, that one's a classic. Oh, I just realized though, the one issue with that is for a couple of those, I do believe I need to be able to blow into the microphone. At least if I was playing the Bowser's Inside Story. I don't remember about Partners in Time, and I don't think there is for the original. For Superstar Saga. I'm trying to think. Like, I know some games do, and I know my emulator that I have doesn't have a microphone on it, because I was trying to play Fossil Fighters at some point or another. Anyone who's played Fossil Fighters, shout out to you. I was trying to play Champions specifically, because I've played both the original and I played Champions. I didn't play the third one. I never got a chance to. But I played the first one and I played Champions a little bit after that came out. A few months after it came out. I remember those being really good. Oh my goodness, on Champions, Dimetrodon being stupid broken.
Oh,
FP Absorb was so good.
Or just will play with the volume off.
Enough yapping. I'm going on a whole yap session. Do I have anything that I specifically want? Actually, what are we looking at in terms of levels for the other weapons that I have? Nope, that's trying to upgrade, not swap. Or not swap, not upgrade, rather. I mean, we got to, like, level 10 on it. It's not bad. What is this? I don't remember what the passive on this does. I know it changes appearance. Six times physical damage from mods and a different bonus based on the prevalent physical damage type. Impact has 40% attack speed. Puncture has 1.5 meter range, and Slash has 100% extra status chance. So, 720%. Alright, well, so with that, what does that look like then? Okay, so it looks the same. It's a giant spinning wheel with spikes on it. Auger Strike. That's actually just full of spikes. Looks like a pizza cutter. Like that. And we have impact for collision hits. I've seen this one before, yeah. Looks like it's covered in like plates. Kinda looks like armored plates. So it looks like it defaults to Slash, which is interesting to note. Then obviously I have 25% electricity, so as I said, I'm gonna worry about this later. Yeah, no, I was very lucky. I got this is not a great one. I've not tried to re-roll it yet at all, but I remember but I was just going through melee, so I'm like, I got a couple melee ribbons. Might as well crack open some of them and see if any of them are interesting. Got the Motivore. I was so surprised, and I was like, oh my goodness. So I was on call with my guys playing it. So the guys playing it at some point during Tekra Encore. It was one of the days I wasn't streaming. I remember that. I wish they had a way that you actually see when a ribbon was opened by someone, like original owner. Because I know I've bought a couple off people. But it would also just be interesting just to see when it was opened, and because it has to store all that data somewhere to remember that it's specifically that ribbon when it's opened. Because I'm assuming it's one of those cases of it's rolled when it actually cracks open. I'm assuming it's not stored because all of them stacked together, which implies the fact of that it's not the same weapon, because it's not the same weapon each time. I think I've had one duplicate as a whole. But I'm assuming that means that it doesn't actually make a roll until you go to crack the ribbon. I wonder what the odds are specifically for ribbon chance. I still can't believe you can put a Zaw ribbon like right here as well. That really doesn't make sense to me. You got anything good from Apparitio can buy? How's this looking? 600,000. Not much. Torrid would be nice. I'm gonna unequip this for the time being. This I'm gonna level up off stream. I'm gonna figure out some kind of nice build for it, because worst case, if I really need to, I can put an elemental vice on there. That's not the issue. As I said, this is basically maxed out. I have a Tenet Diplos that I think I've done 2 Valence Fusions on it, and it's like 53%. And that's solid. This is a 57.5%. Just by default. So, and considering my first option I had, it well worth it. Well worth it. Given the time, we're at about an hour and a half into stream. I think we have enough time for one more on Isleweaver. I know it really is just going to be me playing a Duviri and Isleweaver today, but I mean, to be fair, we gotta try out this new update. And I'm really just happy we were able to, as a whole. We'd love to have day one it, but fortunately we had some issues. That's whatever, it happens, it happens. Like I said, we're here to have a good time. Maybe I should give Zune a DM later about that. Just talking out loud. No one's gonna know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know she mentioned at some point that she wanted to collab at some point. Might be fun. I'm trying to think what we'd even be able to do though. I don't know what game she has. If I can talk to her about it later. Picking Sevi, obviously, that's no questions asked. Best friend I have. My preferred one as well. I'll take Hate, that's really nice. Hate's really good. Dexterous. I've never touched this weapon. It has no charges. Okay. Is this a trip mine? I don't have a very good setup in comparison. I'm just gonna take this then. Then we'll do I want Ferox or do I want Jetlock? Spear gun either way. I think I'm gonna go for the Ferox. How much I have on each for shots? 650. Yeah, that'll be. I got 110 shots for it, but it's more ammo on the other one where it's 156. But I saw some more reloads that need to happen. And defeat the murmur guarding the treasure. Also, this is all available to reflect that. We're all going in. Jade. It's a Jade.
The triumph of dust.
Yeah, what do we got? We got Protea Prime, Jade,
Once
Baruch
there was
Prime.
a beautiful garden where cruel children played. Nobody ever had to grow up. And then, one day,
Railgun.
a magical stranger came to teach them a new and fabulous game.
She slaughters my people and takes their possessions. Get them back. I'll bury them alongside the honored dead.
Get them back, Drifter. You forgot to say Drifter in there. Apparently I'm not a person. I'm not acknowledged as a person.
He's an entertaining little imp. I could keep him around as my jester.
What?
Don't tell me you're siding with the brat.
I am.
It's about time to grow up, don't you think?
Her underbelly is weak, exposed.
I mean, the reason I'm siding with him is, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The reason I'm siding with him is he's offering me way better rewards. Along came a spider, fragment found. Huh, neat.
The void longs for stillness, emptiness. But first, things must be made still.
What's weird is she basically functions as our navigator for this mission, but she's antagonistic about it. Whereas I like Victor's there, but he's not like the main guy guiding the mission. At least our boy Teshin is able. At least Uncle Teshin is able to.
Sure, waste your time down here in the undercroft.
Oh, for Duviri.
I'll have my fun up in Duviri.
While you can.
Hello, he's right here, bumper screen. Oh, something happened. Oh, doesn't matter. Scythe day, I say. I think it's Scythe day. Just whack everything.
If you're wasting your time here, who's protecting those freaks back in Helvania?
Another copy of me. Hey, if you can if you can summon 20 spiders out of there, I can summon a copy of me to go to there. I'm everywhere all at once.
Always has a monster at the end.
I'm everywhere, anywhere, all at
Back
once.
to my poisoned garden. Now you're chasing me here? What is it you need?
Apparently that chest.
There were people here. She unmade them. You have to find what they left.
This isn't YouTube. You can't say she unmade them. Sorry, YouTube. I gotta take a shot on you on that one. You can't say I unalived them. She unalived them. I unalived her minions. On Twitch, we said we killed them. We're like, oops, demonetized, but as a recording, this don't have monetization, so I really don't care.
You have children once, Mathila.
Even if I did, I still wouldn't care.
Did you forget about them, too? Tear away a finger. Hack off a hand. An arm. A face.
Just drop right in.
And see what grins back at you.
This is why I love.
Embodiments of Duviri loose. I authorize you to enter the Undercroft.
Well, this is why I love jumping around with the The melee strikes from afar. They're so good for that
where
reason.
You hide all your secrets, kiddo? Your shame? Let me wash it all away for you.
Oh no, you got some problems, lady. I really think you do. We need to fix that problem. Honestly, it's been quite a nice day, all things considered. I hope everyone else has been having an equally as pleasant day. Got some plans tomorrow evening. Saturday we're going to be doing Phasmo again, and we're going to be talking about the new update, going over that.
Inconsequential.
Oh no, it's just... It'll be nice. Maybe tomorrow we'll do... I'm still debating on it. Maybe I'll be like, hey, since we didn't get a super long stream yesterday, despite everything, we'll do some more Medieval Dynasty tomorrow. I'm still thinking about that. It would be nice to get the village continued. It's like, I got the house completely finished. I mean, I have like one part left. I'm like, I might as well just finish it. So house is finished. And we got everything back to where we left off. I noticed when I was going through the film to make sure everything was okay. Just noticed afterwards with a clear head that I was just so frustrated I didn't even end off with the usual ending I give. But to be fair, I was very exasperated from everything as well.
Look at you, desperately trying to hold back the infinite.
Righteous. I've reused this joke 3 times now. I want to use it. I'll reuse it again a 4th time. Really, I'm not trying to smack there. Honestly, I know there's people that like bunny hop around and create the shockwaves that way. I just use it for maneuverability, honestly. More of these. Go. And goodbye, sir. Thank you for your sacrifice of 1 orb. You as well. Your payment of 1 orb is quite appreciated. Alright, let's get this enough. Probably not, let's be real here. But at least getting close. Yeah. Even capped out, it's gonna be very tight. Let me go back. It should be maybe not all of it, but it'll be okay with someone else going there. That's definitely enough.
You only delay the inevitable.
Well,
there's always next time.
Next time for what? To fight the spider again? We're planning on doing.
All those possibilities. And yet the story only ends one way.
Fight the spider, fight the spider.
I was dying all along. Did you know that? Dying from the poison I sucked down to kill the tech rot in my lungs. Until it held out my own severed hand to me. And offered me life.
Spider's helping her. Is keeping this Volstuviri tethered to my kingdom.
We ain't got a nice incarnate going. Hate Incarnate is such a fun scythe. I'm not a huge fan of scythe weapons just because of how they are, but you know, it's nice. It's nice. Where's my... There we go, my mouse was not showing up for a moment. really hard we got some flying up top too.
Nothing. All it did was torment you, just as he tormented me.
I'm still at my job. Like I said, this music goes hard. Warframe music goes hard generally. I am not afraid to admit it. Lyraxia. 3.
Not very nice, kiddo. Albrecht wanted her to help you.
Is there anything else I missed down here? Just ammo. Nothing else down here. A little bit of dust, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, we got nothing more to worry about. Reconnect the tower. Got anything else down here we still need? Here. Necrocoil. Just going on a little scroll. Maybe if this is good rewards at least. Alright, let's...
Her grip weakens at last. Call forth the beast that binds her to Duviri.
This. I don't know. Do I can actually make use of it?
This place is mine! It only exists because of me! That means I get to keep it!
That's not how that works. You didn't make Duviri. Technically I did. I being the drifter. Why much full of dust everywhere? Like a little tumbleweed. This goofy seeing the animation. Alright, well. Playing these games. That'd be my future? Alright, you can have it. That just means that I win.
She's tightening her grasp.
Problem solved.
And back into the realm of untold stories she goes.
Excellent, excellent. All according to plan. Many of them are this race too. I think I'm at 51 then. If I waited and got, and then I'd have the Paras on. I mean, the next time we do stream, I'll have the Paras on. Let's put it like that. That part's non-negotiable. Yeah, I only have... I'll take a gauntlet. I'll take a gauntlet blueprint. I'm not going to complain about that. That's pretty nice. Why is my hate getting up to rank 14? I have that max rank already. Yeah, 32. That's 52, unfortunately. That's not enough. Oh well. I mean, it's 4 off. I mean, we do, what, one more mission? Yeah, it's one more mission. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So yeah, about 20 per. 20, maybe, I'm assuming anywhere from like 20 to 25 then. I don't know how much the Steel Path gives. Probably more. Let's be real here. It's Steel Path. It's going to give more. I also prefer just being able to relax. If I really want to relax, I'll do regular. But I could do Steel Path. Just range and show me what. That doesn't matter. Isleweaver, Operation 8 Claw. Spider, spider, spider. Yeah, there's sticky. We got this right here. Okay, that's good.
With the impossible
that's
behind
easy to
you,
do.
all that remains
I can
is
just do
what
that
is
off.
necessary.
So I finish stream, I'll go do a mission or two and drop that. I can go do that in my spare time again as well. See, this, that's 4 relics I need to do. Omnia Fissure. Perfect for that. Hardest part is getting a good Axie relic. But I was gonna say, I do a bunch of Ureli relics now. From doing Hydron so much. It's probably to do. This one I'm not gonna bother. That's kind of ridiculous. If you can get it if you get lucky, but it really depends who you got teammates for. Syndicate missions is easy. I can do that in 1 day as well. Yeah, all that's not too bad.
Let's check what's next.
Claim rewards. I did already.
It's that time again, dreamers.
Oh, I did get ring 5. I wish you could go back and see everything for each of these. What all the reward lineup was per level. I mean, you can go on the wiki and see that, but still. I think. What do I have for Axie? It's not Volta. I don't want to use all my Volted ones yet. I could do one of those. I could do one of those.
If lost upon the plains
I could do one of
outside
those.
Cetus, you may derive sustenance from mineral-dense termite droppings, which the Ostrons call
That's an
Ito
option.
Da. You may also never form a consonant again, but at least you will not be dead.
I thought 06 was... No, it's Makina. Never mind. When Grendel gets volted. Single PH. Rest of these are... I guess all these are Veil. To be fair, I know that's for Valkyr, and I know it's there. I know Valkyr, we're gonna be getting a free one, so I'm not gonna bother getting... Because free Valkyr Prime is gonna be nice. So it comes in July, which is gonna be like in a month from now. So I'll probably pop one of these too. If I'm lucky, I can get Ureli Prime systems. Oh my goodness. We will be cooking with fire then. We sell that for a good amount of money. Towards a platinum. We keep it for someone else. All the good stuff. Do I have enough Furious cooking? That's good. I do. I most certainly do. Alright. That's solid. Trying to think. I did miss a couple things of getting some of the incarnates. What cards do I even have the Genesis for? Ceramic Dagger, and Dread, and I still have Boar. I didn't. Right, I forgot my. Okay, I'm gonna Google this now. We're on the topic of this. I don't remember when this comes back. Incarn. Genesis. Alright, we are presently on... Can I scroll without the wiki going and dragging me all over the place? We are presently on... Let's see. A is not there. B. Or... we need rank C. We need week C. So we have Strun for that. We just had week D for last week. We're on week E presently because you got Torrid, Dual Toxicist, and Dual Iker, Miter, Atmos, F is going to be Burstin, which I'm going to pick up next week. Soma, Vasto, Nami Solo, Akin Brunt. Is there a difference seeking Burstin for that? Spear. I just remember you have Sabir and you have Magistar. Sabir's actually not that bad. I might just pick that up. Ice Hammer's kind of funny. I mean, it's basically a Magistar encased in ice. So I know you can't really see anything on my screen because I got the wiki up on my end and I don't have the tab set up for that. But yeah, so less than 2 weeks to get all the Stalker weapons too. Ha. Bot gets slapped. Held a message for using channel block terms. Get slapped. Yeah, it turns out all I had to do was copy that message, put that in. Because I say no one's using those specific, because I know that some of those letters on there are just Unicode. No one's going through and getting those. Played right into my hand. Well, we're gonna do one more. Let's just do a quick fissure. I'm feeling like doing a fissure. Get that Daikyu Prime lower limb. I'm gonna drop in. Actually, I'm going. I forgot. I should switch my burst in. I've been smarter. Whatever. Burst in Vasto and Coda Meyer. To be fair, I'm gonna be formatting the Meyer anyway. I need to figure out a good build for that. See, there's one thing that I love about Overframe. Even if half the builds are either outdated or horrible, there is just that straight up tool that is just go make your own build. That's what I use Overframe for.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing. Void Fishers, you need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You're near a
Like
fissure.
checking that sometimes just in case they
Collect reactant to open your relic.
whatchamacallit spawn. Nyatan.
Only corrupted enemies will
That happened once or twice before.
We're going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
A little bit, not much, but
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opening.
experience is experience. Let's be real here. It's not like I'm going for one experience point. The purposes of, if it was, I'd be like, okay, maybe not worthwhile. Then you'd have a point.
Their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
But it's lots of I don't remember what the specific bonus for this weapon is. All that different unique bonuses to them. 45. Yeah, that's 45. I'll take it. This is tempting to take, but at that point, if it was Silver, I'd take it probably. It's 45 points for it. Here's Pipe Grip. That's 45 ducats chilling right there, ready to be converted whenever I need.
Job well executed.
For a full level out of it. Nice. How splendid. But yeah, I think what I'll do is that if I do, in fact, decide I'm going to play some more Medieval Dynasty tomorrow, I'll probably just be like, hey, impromptu stream, we're playing more Medieval Dynasty. I think that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do if I do that. Yeah. None of these pop out to me as any particular good ones. Mobile defense is too slow at this point. Defense is quicker. No, we haven't done our weekly Ayatin hunt. Let's go do that. Actually, before we do that, let's do this. So I can actually unlock my next level. I'll do the Furus because I can get the Dex Furus then. On Dex Furus, the Furus, not Dex Furus. Wrong one. Wrong one. Oh yeah, at some point within the next week or so, probably, I might be doing some Dead by Daylight. Might be, on stream. Didn't think I would be, honestly, considering my answer previously was probably not, considering I don't think it'd be the most fun to watch, considering I'm unleveled, but some external circumstances changed, and perhaps I might be. Hello, Varzia.
My 10 treasures you want endo from.
There's Maru.
Hey!
I'm behind you
Welcome
now.
to my bazaar. Tenno from all over the system come here to trade.
I'm so uncomfortable like that.
Do I have any leads on him?
I'm
That's
behind
the
you.
spirit. Let's go!
Your hair smells nice. And she's like, no, just don't look at him. Don't look at the weird man. Don't look at the weird man. Squirtle plush I have that I keep up on my shelf nearby. What do you think about this?
Here we go.
I should
Let's
take a
find
photo of
some
it at some point.
antiquities.
Oh, I should have played as... Nah, whatever. It's not like it makes a difference. It's like... I know the Bolter Prime is pretty decent. I just don't think I'm gonna be doing it a whole bunch because in fact I need headshots specifically. I need headshots specifically in order for it to actually function.
Unfortunately for you, it was also known for its deadly security apparatus.
Which is a little bit unfortunate. I might get a more powerful version to a prime weapon, but does mean I have to account for that. Because really the question then becomes how much headshots can I get off without problem. Ooh, my voice is in my throat. Blech. To be fair, I was doing a lot of talking before stream anyway. I was on a call with someone a little bit before then. Good time, but when you're giving out, when you're having conversation, you're also giving out directions when you're playing something together prior to stream, tends to result in your voice getting a little bit blown out. Whatever.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I'm at full bar so I can actually get the full incarnate. You need a full incarnate experience, right? Alright. Ooh, Argon crystals. Not what I was expecting, but it works alright. Whoa. Kinda funky. A lot different from what I immediately pictured. Not in a bad way though. Just in more matter of fact way. It's more flash and multi-shot focused, so like that. It's kind of a shocker. Oh, we might as well have a little bit of fun while we're here. Even if it's a little bit slower. Sometimes speed is nice, other times just taking it slow, having a good time. You gotta take the scenic route sometimes. Yeah, I've been playing some Pokemon Go recently. Well, not a ton because it's been super hot out, but you know, barring the heat being an issue, I've been playing some Pokemon Go recently, and oh man, the amount of legendary quests that I've gotten over time, the time to research here and there. Got Cubfu out of it now. I got Urshifu now. Utterly broken. Anyone that's known about Urshifu knows how good it is. Plus, there's just the fact that I can easily level it up. Or not level it up, friendship. Go do a bunch of raids in Pokemon Go. Worst case, I can just transfer it over if I want to at some point. Got an Urshifu, I can get one form, I can get the other form. Really, in Scarlet and Violet, there is a Cubfu that you can get that you can turn into one of the other forms. So Cubfu into Urshifu's not bad. We got Zygarde. I'm Zygarde itself. We're recording this today's Regigigas Day.
Stay focused.
I'm really hoping to do some of those, but they're all 5 stars. Unfortunately, I don't have enough levels that I can comfortably do 5 stars by myself. As much as I'd love to. I think potentially like a shiny Gigas or a shiny Drago. A shiny Regieleki would be nice, or just any of them. But there's always in the future. They always bring it back yearly. Which means I'll have to wait until next year. I mean, hey, 5% chance to get a shiny. In exchange for having a year to prepare and get a decent team. If I can at least get something in the 3000s, I should be okay. I got guys in the 2000s already. I think I've leveled up some more too. I'll have more options for Pokemon. I haven't gotten the artifact. It's been 6 minutes I haven't gotten the artifact. I would have been taking a nice stroll.
Oh, wow. This looks dangerous. For me. I mean, really fine. Promise.
Nope. I'm good at hiding his diaries. You know, once these enemies are gone, I'm gonna read that. There's always a guy who screenshot that. Make a habit of. Like what we got. Fret not, we found them once more, and this objective should be working correctly. Heh. He's trying to. No. Oh, this one? Slot, not actually increasing your slot count. Thank you. I've had that. I'm actually impacted by that. Complete the junction task or receive the recalibration index. It's now fixed. We heard bug Warframe and took it too literally. Oops.
My, I think you found it. Ha! You've got it. Now bring
All right.
it home.
I guess I'll figure out what frame we're gonna put on. We're just gonna get out real quick. We have an opportunity.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Screenshot that. Stores and arcanes are buying. You need to generate numerous arcanes. Is it? Whoever the generates king numerous arcanes are awarded in exchange for dominance or race. Now you can see that this is intended instead of very kindly reporting it as a bug. Well, I mean, this is a good point to call up stream anyway, knowing the fact that we got an update. So, we're gonna need to update that anyway. We'll just wait for it to finish. Go vibe in here for the moment. And we'll figure it out later. But yeah, I make no promises. If I'm feeling good for tomorrow, if I'm feeling like streaming, we'll do some extra. Otherwise, maybe we'll just do it. I don't know if it'll be like an hour stream. I don't know if it'll be like a 2-hour stream. That part I haven't decided on if I do it. I mean, to be fair, need to decide first if I'm going to. Absolute cinema. We're heading back. Before it drops. Alright, let's... Why is Titania active? I had Sevi active. Whatever. We're not questioning it. It's deploying now, okay. Yeah, worst case, if it's a small rollback, it's a small rollback. Tis whatever. As long as I still have my stuff. Well, I'll find out later on if we have an issue. Excellent. In that case, I will be calling stream here, I believe. Given the fact that we have a new update that's just dropped, and I'll make sure everything's still okay. Actually, I'm gonna go check with the funny man to make sure I still have all the stuff there. Actually, I can check my inventory. Why am I not?
All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
Gutler House. I still do. Reyes, still do. Okay, we're good. Alright, well. Thank you all for popping in and watching. And for those of you who watched on YouTube to this point, thank you very much for getting this far. Appreciate it. Means a lot. As always, you know, actually, as always, I don't even know what I was gonna say from there. Why can I never do this right? You get these people that are doing it like there's some kind of clockwork robot. You got me. Hey guys. No. Yeah, everyone have a good rest of your day. As I said, I'll see about streaming tomorrow. I'm still debating on it. I'll figure it out. But Sheldon, actually, how much do we have over here? I can go check. I'm curious. 9. Okay, 9 trophies. Yeah. Either way, everyone have a great rest of your day. I'll be seeing you all next stream. You know the deal by now. Take care, Haplings. And take care, Haplings. See y'all next stream. Have a great one, or have a wonderful rest of your day.